guys! So today I'm going to be telling you a couple things that happened at VidCon this year that weren't that crazy, but were kind of hilarious, let's just get into it. So the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was when I snuck into a meet and greet at VidCon. Now, the meet and greets there are super strict. Like, they don't take shit. It's scary. Like, this was my first year doing a meet and greet at VidCon, because the previous year I didn't meet any of the people I was supposed to because I didn't really want to. So the lowest ticket is a community pass, and that's where you get to pick like the meet and greet, like people you want to meet. So the process is like you pick like 15 of your favorite creators, like your top 15, and then they'll give you either 2 to 4 people that you can meet, and then when you get there and you like sign in so you can get your badge to walk around in, they give you like your bracelets with the times for each meet and greet and the day, and so you're just all ready. They're really super strict with these wristbands. Like, you have to cut them off to be able to get them off your wrist in the first place because they put them on so tight, and they don't like you trading with anybody because that's not fair, not cool, because they have like each meet and greet has a certain number of people in it, yada yada. The whole thing getting into the meet and greet area in the first place is just a mess. So first when you walk in, they have somebody checking your bracelets, like to make sure, like, hey, do you have the orange bracelet, because the orange lines are going to be filling up now. So then they check your bracelets as you walk in, and then when you walk in, they have metal detectors and people checking your bags. And so once you get in there, then you have to find your line, and there's like 20 or something lines all the way down the room, and they have a security guard, like a couple standing at each line, and like when you walk into the line, they check your wristband to make sure you have the right one, so that you're not like meeting somebody you're not supposed to. As you can imagine, it's very difficult to sneak into one of those lines. Now, I actually accomplished that, and this is how it happened. So my older brother, Max, he had a bunch of wristbands for people he didn't even know, and he didn't really care to meet, except for one person that he actually wanted to meet. So he turns to me and he goes, hey, do you want to meet Jenna Marbles? And I was like, heck yeah, I do. And I'm like, how's this gonna work though? And so he yanked off his bracelet, and it's kind of like messed up. Like, if somebody looked at it, they could tell that somebody had pulled it off their wrist and given it to me. So I had to figure out a way to make it so that they don't see the bracelet, but get into the line at the same time. So it was kind of difficult. It took a lot of thinking. So I took the bracelet. If I were to put it in my bag and they checked my bag, they would have seen the bracelet in there, and they would have been like, oh heck no, you out of here. So I had to find somewhere else to put the bracelet, and instead of my wrist, because they would obviously see how messed up it is. So I took the bracelet and I put it in my bra, and I walked into the meet and greet line. I went through the security check, and I walk up, and the problem was that I had a meet and greet also at that same exact time, so I had to go to that first meet and greet, and then I had to find a way to like sneakily get to the second one. The first line I go in the line, I meet the person, and I'm like super early, so I meet them within 5 minutes. And then there's a bathroom inside of that area. So after that, I went to the bathroom. I took the bracelet out of my bra, put it on my wrist, because once you go and meet the person, they cut off that wristband so that you can't use it again for something else. So that wristband was gone, so I could put this other one on. And so I put it on and kind of tucked it under the other one that I had, because I had a different one for like the next day. And I tucked it under like halfway, so you couldn't really tell if it was messed up or not. And then I just sneakily jumped into line. And then that's when I realized I wasn't meeting Jenna, I was meeting Hannah, which was totally cool. Hannah Hart's great. So I went and I stood in line, and the security guy was like walking back and forth. He didn't seem to notice anything. I didn't seem suspicious at all, but I was like the very back of the line. And yeah, so I got into that meet and greet line unsuspected, got my picture with Hannah. And yeah, but yeah, that's my first little story. Now my second little story is that my brother and sister and I and my best friend walked backstage without knowing. So we just went around the other side of the building, the whole VidCon big building, because there was another stage event going on, and Dan and Phil were in it, and I wanted to go see it. And so we walked over, and we go up, and there's like no seats left, and the show's almost over, so we kind of just stand and watch for a few minutes, and then we leave, and we're like, we don't want to walk all the way around because there's just so many people, and we're like, how can we get to the other place like as a shortcut? And so we turn, and we see these 2 doors, and we're like, oh, maybe that leads right through into the place. And so we walk over, we open the doors, and we walk in, and we're kind of listening, and then all of a sudden we hear a bunch of screaming, and we realize we are backstage to the concert or whatever it is, the event that we were just looking at, because we can hear the people, and we can hear them talking on the microphones, and we can also hear everyone screaming. And we kind of look at each other, and we're like, guys, we're backstage. Holy shit, we're backstage. I got scared because I was like, if we get caught, guys, like, what if we get thrown out of VidCon? Like, I don't want to risk that. I don't want to risk, like, getting thrown out of VidCon. This is my home. This is only the second day. And so we're standing there and we're all kind of arguing back and forth, like, let's just walk around. Like, some of us were like, hey, let's just walk around, it'd be fun. Like, if we get caught, we can just say, like, oh, we didn't know. And I was like, and me and my sister were both like, no, we can't. I don't want to risk it. I'm just, like, scared. And while this is happening, while we're arguing in backstage, these two guys this guy and this girl walk by us, who look around our age, maybe a little bit older. And one of the guys has, like, a yellow pass hanging out of his back pocket. We're arguing, we're like, guys, I don't know if we're supposed to be back here. And then the guy overheard us and he goes, congratulations, as he's walking by with this girl, and we start laughing. After a while of arguing, we finally just decided that we weren't gonna go back there. And my brother and my best friend were kind of mad because they were the ones that wanted to go see it. We told them that they should go and look at it, because, like, what if they, like, see or meet people? Like, that'd be pretty cool. My sister and I would just go walk around and not get in trouble. But in the end, we decided that we weren't gonna do it. And yeah, that was also a thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna be going to VidCon again this year. Not this year yet. It's gonna be this year soon, because it's December, almost a new year, but I'm gonna be going next year. So hopefully, I'm gonna be getting the creator pass this time, which means I can go upstairs. There's 3 floors. The first floor is for community, second floor is for creator, third floor is for community, or industry, yeah. So if you have an industry pass, you can go to all 3 floors. If you have a creator, you can only go to 2. If you have community, you can only stay on the first. Pretty self-explanatory. And I'm gonna be vlogging a lot better than I have in the previous years because those vlogs sucked. So if you guys want me to say anything to any YouTubers that you like, if I run into them at all, comment down below what you want me to say, and hopefully I'll get to it if I see those people. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this story time. If you want me to do more story times, please comment down below. I love doing them. Alright, I'll catch you guys on the next train. Bye!